Rick, a productive offensive night, season highs in a lot of stats. What did you see that flowed better on that end of the floor today?
Saw better defense, which led to more offensive opportunity. Execution on offense was certainly as good as it's been all year, probably better. Through a tough stretch, the guys just kept hanging in, and they made a mad run at the end, which always happens, and guys did a good job to hold them off. Matherin's chase down of Sexton was the play of the game. They lay that ball in, and it's 6, and he chases it down. There's a miss, and then Andrew scores at the other end, and it's back to 10. And it just makes all the difference in the world. But that's a winning play, a big-time winning play.
You say the defense was better to you. What was it about that end of the floor then that you thought was so much better than previous games?
Quite a few things. We played quite a bit of zone, and it was effective. Our attention to detail was better, and look, we've adjusted some things, because of our situation, and we'll continue to look at everything.
Jay Huff made shots. Defense, he was in the back of that zone quite a bit today. Where did you see him kind of step up in many ways for you guys today?
Yeah, this was by far his best game. That's obvious. And he creates a real challenge for the defense with his ability to stretch the floor. He also drives the ball well, and he passes it well. And so, he brings a dimension that's unique at our center position. We had 2 stretch bigs last year, and he's the one of the 3 that is this year, and he had a great game. Decided to start in the second half because of kind of the momentum he had going, and he gave us a good start to the second half as well.
To keep going on him, how much did he make the zone work just because of the rim protection he gave you in the back of it?
Yeah, he makes a big difference in there. His length is, it's legit. And, he blocked a corner 3 on one play, because he's so long. And so, he only got credit for, 3 blocks? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
On this? It seemed like he had more. It seemed like he had more. I know he changed more shots. But, it hasn't been an easy go here for him, or any of our guys really. But, it's been a rough stretch for him, and this was a reverential moment for him, to really step up and have this kind of game, and he showed us a lot.
You mentioned obviously Matherin's chase down block. Just what have you liked about the just confidence that he's brought and just the way he's kind of shaking things up as he's coming back on both ends of the floor?
This is one of those confident people I've ever met in my life. So there's no surprise there.
Right.
But I like his demeanor. We talked to him after the Detroit game about both sides of the ball. Our whole team didn't do a very good job defensively. He had some lapses, and he really tightened a lot of things up defensively, and he made huge shots on offense, and got to the free throw line a few times, and you can see the maturation of him as a player, and it's couldn't come at a better time.
Ben Shepherd, Jarris Walker, a couple guys that have had some struggles. They obviously each had big nights, especially I think Shepherd, particularly on the defensive end, made some big plays for you. Just what did you like from each of those guys, and how much did each of them kind of need a night like tonight?
I don't look at the stats. I know the numbers have been ugly. There's no point in looking at it. What we need to look at is disposition, attitude, conviction, with everything. And like tonight, everybody was really committed on everything that they were doing. And that's how it had to be, So, Charlotte's a good team. Very good. Kneppel's one of the, one of the best rookies for sure. Him and Flagg are, the 2 best I've seen. I haven't seen them all. But I know the guy in Phillies, the kid in Phillies, playing great too. But important game for us to have a chance to win and to finish off. So I'm really happy for the guys. It's been a tough stretch.
Did want to ask you about Shepard, particularly about his defense on LaMelo. I mean, LaMelo's 5 of 21. I know that's not necessarily all Shepard. What did you like about just the disposition he brought to that matchup, and how do you think that got you guys going at the beginning with the kind of ball pressure that he was bringing?
Well, the lineup adjustment was about the matchups, and we thought he would have he'd be a good guy to start on LaMelo. LaMelo is a really difficult player to match up with. I mean, the shots that he hits when he gets it going, there's nobody else that's taking 1 foot threes from 30 feet, and swishing them consistently, and Andy gets to the basket and Andy passes the heck out of it. I mean, it's amazing the stuff that he does. So look, Shep did a solid job on him, made a few of the plays hard, but I thought our whole team was much stickier on defense tonight.
Aaron said last week that the team only needed 1 game to get back on track. How can you build on that win tonight moving forward?
Well, by continuing to work and continuing to make the appropriate adjustments, to our situation. And some of this will be game-to-game adjustments. We're probably going to have some lineup fluidity. And I think our guys understand that there's certainly a need to be flexible. And so, but the spirit of the team has been very good these last 2 games. We got to carry it into Cleveland, and we got to carry it home for Detroit on Monday or whatever day it is.